Today's topic is what if something goes wrong with the tech while I'm live? Brace yourself because guess what? You can't avoid this issue. You will always have tech issues at some point in time. But before I continue, welcome to Shooting Shits with Rosie. I'm Rosie, your video coach and program creator of I'm Doing This, I'm Going Live. I help women gain confidence and conquer their fear of video. This is a two-way conversation. Please engage with me and ask me any question about being on video. If you find value in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Check out my other videos on this channel. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. So let's do this. Again, the title is, what if something goes wrong with the tech while I'm live? Okay, so this is how we want to do this. Okay, so I have 3 examples of technical issues that have personally happened to me, and I will share how I handled them. So again, if you have any questions, I'm gonna be looking over here. Just let me know. Hello, Michelle, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. Type it in the chat and I will answer those questions. So here we go. My first example about me having a technical issue is connecting. Literally, I just had an error message come up before I just joined and typed in, because I connect through Zoom for this. So sometimes when I'm connecting from Zoom to YouTube, it gets wonky sometimes. So I get some error message. I don't lose my cool. I just be like, okay, let me try it again. And so I tried it again and it let me, it worked. It let me connect. But it's always a hassle. I know I always tell you guys to prepare, and do a trial run. But sometimes when you prepare and do a trial run, you're good to go. It's not until you try to, connect when it's time and then some crazy stuff happen, right? But again, like I said, it's nothing you can do about it. Tech issues will come. You just have to deal with it. Another example is like you need an update. So it's always like your computer needs to do some type of update. And I'm just like, what? Like at this time, like right now, I need to do an update. Like it's so annoying. I'm like, oh. Again, I have prepped for this. And now you're telling me I need to do an update. Like, come on, man. Not right now, right? At this point in time, you're telling me I need to do an update. So it's like always something, but guess what? I sit there, I let the computer do its thing, and then I just go on. I don't get flustered. I'm just like, okay, this is happening. I need to deal with it. And I just wait patiently for the update, even though I know I'm late, I'm supposed to be on at whatever time. But it is what it is. It's nothing you can do. Another example is your computer needs to restart. Like, again, out of all the times, right? Your computer needs to restart. That has happened to me on numerous occasions. And I've had everything set up. Like I may have a Word document that I wanted to refer to all set up and I'm good to go. And now I need to restart my computer. It's so frustrating, you guys. And you will experience it. But guess what? You just got to keep on trucking. Just keep on trying. Don't get flustered. Again, if you're starting late, just continue. Don't get frustrated and say, I'm not going to continue. You know what? I'm defeated. No, just try to work through it. And you don't even have to disclose once you get on that you had technical issues. It's nobody's business unless you want to disclose, that you had technical issues. Just connect, just like I did today, and keep it moving. You just keep it moving. But if you want to disclose, it's fine. You can add it in. You guys, you're not going to believe this, but, I had technical issues. That's why I'm a couple of minutes late, but let's dive in, and get right to it. So it's up to you if you want to disclose it or not. it just depends on how I feel. I know one time I just ranted about, because it was shooting the shits with Rosie anyway, but it wasn't like a professional thing that I was doing. It was chilling with you guys. So I just had a rant about technical issues because I don't remember if it was like an error message or something that I was getting, and it took me a long time. I mean, a long time to connect. So I had to restart my computer manually myself because I was having issues. But again, I was so frustrated because I'm just like, what the hell just happened here? But again, that rant allowed me to get it out my system. And then I went on with whatever I wanted to discuss that show or whatever it was. So again, if you had an experience that you want to tell me about going live or something that you're scared of about tech, put it in the comments and I will address it. So the next one is the person I was interviewing lost connectivity. Oh, okay. So I knew it was going to happen, right? Because I saw it, getting fuzzy, and then they were having issues. And I was just like, okay, but we were working our way through it. But I knew they were having issues connecting. And next thing you know, bam, they were gone. Now, I couldn't just sit there like a deer in the headlights and be like, oh my God, or freeze up and not say anything. You can't do that. You have to keep the conversation going. So what did I do? I kept the conversation going with my audience. And I, said, where did we leave off? Do you have any questions for me? Put them in the chat, and I just continued on with the conversation until they were able to reconnect. But sometimes they are not able to reconnect. So you may have to finish the conversation alone. That's why I always say have your bullet points, even though it was supposed to be an interview, you still, try to salvage what you have and then just, thank them. I want to thank Bobby Sue, I don't know, I'm making up a name, for coming on. I know she had some issues, but what she was able to discuss with us was really great. And, hopefully we can have her back another time. And then, that's what it is. But you cannot freeze up. You just cannot freeze up. You have to just keep your cool, keep it moving, and, figure it out, say something until, they get reconnected. Or like I said, just continue the conversation alone for maybe, whatever left you have to discuss and then end it early. But again, you just cannot freeze. You have to gather yourself and keep it moving. So another one is I actually lost audio when I was live. I don't know what happened. Again, technology, you never can call it. Like, you never know what in the world could happen. Again, when I first started, audio was fine. Everybody was hearing me. And then people were saying, I can't hear you anymore. I can't hear you anymore. So I was happy that they alerted me of it so I can, do something about it. And so I tried to do a couple of things, while I was on there. That didn't work. So I just typed in the chat, I'll be right back. And so I dropped off and then I rejoined. And then when I rejoined, the audio was back, to normal, and they was able to hear me. So I just thanked them, before I continue. I was like, thank you so much for letting me know, because I wouldn't have known, and dive right back into whatever else I was talking about. So again, you never know what is going to happen. It may be, your audio may be fine, your video may be fine going in, and then something is going to happen and, it puts you off your game. But don't lose your cool. Just like I said with the audio thing. Let them know you'll be right back, drop off, rejoin, and continue the conversation. So a couple of tips I want you to remember is don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Like I gave you these examples, in every one I kept a cool head. I didn't get discouraged, even if you can't go on, period. Basically send a flyer to your community and saying, I had technical issues, but we didn't have it, or I had to end it early, but we'll be back next week, or whatever you want the message to be. Just alert your audience of, what happened, because if they're expecting you to be, coming on at 7:30, say on Tuesday, then they're looking for you. Just shoot out a flyer and let them know that, you had issues, technical issues, and you'll be back next week. But again, don't get discouraged. Keep your head and try to, fix the problem the best way you can. Keep trying. Don't get flustered is the next tip. Just keep trying it. I know I'm telling you this, but I get frustrated. I'm like, this is some bullshit. But again, I don't get discouraged. I keep trying. And most of the time, it works out for me. It really does. It works out once the update is done, or if I had to, restart my computer, or the person will eventually come back, but those times that, you have to move on without your interviewee, you just got to keep it going, don't lose your head. And again, if you want to disclose that you had technical issues, disclose it. If you don't want to disclose it, don't. Once you get connected, just keep it moving. Because even if it's somebody may not have been on in the beginning, so they don't even know what you're talking about if you said you had technical issues, or if they're watching your replay, they don't care if you had technical issues because they wasn't on there. And sometimes you're able to edit those things out later. It depends on what platform you're on. I know YouTube offers an editing software where you can kind of like edit certain features. It's not that robust, but you can edit like the beginning if you had technical issues and then you started your show or whatever later. You can go ahead and cut that part out, the first maybe like 3 minutes where you were ranting about your technical issues, or you were having technical issues. So you can easily, again, edit those things out. If not, just don't disclose it and keep on with the program. So that is the things that I want you to remember. And like I always say, video is now a requirement. It's not a recommendation. Because guess what? You got people that need whatever message you got. Okay? You have people out there that want to hear from you. So especially if you are trying to launch your business, or you're building, or you're trying to grow a successful business, and you want to get your message out to the world that you are passionate about, you have to figure this out and don't let the tech issues discourage you. So if you need additional assistance in walking through other tech issues or getting comfortable in front of the camera, I got you. I want you to sign up for I'm Doing This, I'm Going Live. Click the link in the description box to get additional information. Also, if you're not in my email community, I want you to join now, because we will be talking about this topic all week long in our email community. So what is going to be your takeaway from this episode? I want you to tell me in the comments. I want you to take action on it today, whatever it is. If you're going to work on not being discouraged, because you're that type of person that if you go live, if something happens, you will be flustered. Just, take a couple of deep breaths and say, I got this. Like, this too shall pass. But whatever action you're going to take, again, tell me in the comments. And don't forget to send me your questions so I can answer them. Additional ways that I can assist your Go Live journey. Again, join my email community. We have weekly videos from me that will motivate your Go Live journey. We have giveaways in there. We spotlight community members, and we have exclusive offers. So sign up on my website. The first pop-up on my homepage, which is rosiefaulkner.com is the website. So again, the first pop-up that you will see on my homepage, just put in your name and your email address, and you will be a part of our email community. The bandwidth, are you watching? We have new episodes every first Thursday of the month, and every fourth Thursday of the month, we have our self-care edition of the bandwidth. So the bandwidth helps your Go Live journey. I bring on experts, and We help coach you through your go live journey. We run the gamut on whatever topics that will help you, and you need to check it out. So if you're on my channel, check out the bandwidth, and I'm sure that you will find nuggets in there that will help you. My program, I'm doing this, I'm going live. It's a 4-week online program. I help you overcome mindset challenges. I get you comfortable with the tools needed to go live and how to navigate the various social media platforms. But the biggest thing that I find that my clients need help with is the mindset challenges. So we spend most of the time getting your mind right and helping you overcome any fears and challenges you have about going live. And after all of that, you will become courageous enough to hit that go live button. My program promise is if I accept you as a client and you do the work, it will be a transformational experience, and you will build the confidence you need to show up on video. And that confidence, I'm telling you, will spill out into other areas of your life. I've seen it happen to my clients, and guess what? You are no different than them. So if you're interested in joining, I'm doing this, I'm going live. Click the link in the description box below to get additional information and to schedule your free 15-minute discovery call to see if you are a fit for this program. If you find value in this video, subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and click on my other videos and check them out. Share this episode link with one other person. I know you know one other person that could benefit from this conversation. So sharing is caring. So share it with them. And follow me on Facebook, Rosie Faulkner, and IG Faulkner_Rosie. Feel free to DM me on any of those platforms and let me know how I can personally support you. And remember, the world is waiting for you to do what only you can. Your voice needs to be heard because it matters to someone. So let's turn on the camera, turn up the confidence, and tell your story. Until next time. Bye-bye.